So this is going to be a quick follow-up to the video that I posted today titled Mexican Plasma Fire. Someone commented to me in the comment section that she's speaking Portuguese, which indicates she's in Brazil. And she says the word, and we're going to look at the fire aftermath here, show you a couple of important pieces. She says the word criminoso twice. That means criminal in Portuguese. Like she thinks maybe she's a truther and she thinks she got hit with a do. She says criminoso twice. Go ahead and listen.
Eu estou aqui no local onde aconteceu aquele incêndio maldoso, para não dizer criminoso. Quero mostrar para vocês.
Notice this tree back here in the background. It burned so hard right there in the center that it broke off, but over on the end it still has unburnt leaves. We're going to show you a few good things here that proves it's plasma fire, and I think she believes something's weird about these burn patterns as well. So after she walks past this tree, you can see it still has leaves on it. We'll show you a better shot of it from the other angle. She goes over to this other tree right in the center where the trunk is completely disintegrated. Right here, we're walking up on it, and it has unburnt branches all over the ground. And you can see a hole in the ground where it once was, and you can even see the root holes. Just like I posted in the video, I don't know, a few days ago, titled Burnt Roots, where I showed you 3 different times where you can see the hole in the ground where a tree once was, where it disintegrated the roots. Notice all these unburnt branches all over the ground. You'll be able to see them closer where you'll actually be able to see that they're truly unburnt, like still brown wood, not even blackened or scorched. And right there in the center is the hole, and look at the dust around it. That dust is reduced to the minerals. Instead of ash, a white and black fluffy ash, it reduces it to a granular powder. And I believe that granular powder is the minerals, like the iron and whatever other minerals remain. And it's something else I've pointed out in other plasma fires. And she cruises up on the hole. You can see the white powdery substance that instead of ash. And there inside you can see the hole. And when she holds it still, you can see the root holes right there. There's the root holes where the tree once was. So the trunk of the tree, including the roots, is completely vaporized and disintegrated. And here, unburnt branches on the ground from the same tree. Also notice
Olha o passo como que está.
Oops, I may have been recording that whole time. Anyway, she is showing you that there is weeds still sticking up out of the ground. And right here, she's going to zoom the camera down to show you that there's still green weeds sticking up out of the black scorched ground. But plenty of other places you can see dead, dry weeds. See, so most people might say, well, those are still unburnt because they were green. It's not how this works. People that have been watching this channel know that's not how this works. There is dead weeds still sticking up out of the black scorched ground. Here's one more look at that tree, and I think this is where she actually says criminoso.
E agora tirar aqui o capim brotar, para poder colocar o gado novamente aqui. Aqui, ó, vou mostrar para vocês como que ficou os pés de manga, ó. Aqui queimou tudo, só ficou um pedacinho lá, ó. Onde vocês veem aquele portão laranja, lá é uma empresa, é uma transportadora. Ali no canto que foi aberto a cerca, foi aberta lá perto daquele portão laranja, foi aberto para baixo também. E aqui em cima onde está passando aquela van. Porque para cá tem porteira, tem 2 porteiras, mas estava com fogo. Olha aqui. Aqui tinha uma árvore. Pegou fogo. Queimou inteira, ó. Vamos ver? Olha que judiação. Olha, chegou a queimar até as raízes. O fogo durou muito tempo aqui nessa árvore. Olha que judiação, né? Ó. Muito triste isso, né? E pensar que pode ter sido criminoso. Aqui os pés de manga. Aqui, ó, queimou tudo.
Did you catch it when she said criminoso for the second time?
Muito triste isso, né? E pensar que pode ter sido criminoso.
So the fact that she said criminal in Portuguese twice indicates that she thinks there was something criminal that happened here. Now maybe she's saying it's criminal that they didn't give us irrigation water sufficiently enough that we could fight this fire. I'm going to just show you a few still frames. Notice how that fence post is completely 100% gone at the bottom, and then zero burn above that line. That's a plasma fire burn signature. I'm not going to try and explain it. Watch 100 of my other videos. You'll understand. This one here in the background, completely unburned on the base of it, and that top is completely charcoaled on the inside. That's the far side of it you see sticking up. From right here up is the far side of that round post. Here it's unburned, with the exception of a stripe that goes up that one part right here. That's not how fire works. Absolutely plasma fire. And you can see a little bit of the greenery sticking out. Here's that tree that's fallen over broken, and you can see all of the unburned leaves right down to the ground. Yet it burned so hard at the base that that giant trunk of the tree fell over. There's the green shoots coming up out of the black scorched ground with ash in between. That's like the Lichtenberg burning pattern, where there's ash right here. But over here it's unburned. And over here it's unburned. You can see the gray area of ash contrasting with the other area that's not burned. There's that picture of that tree again, with the leaves still unburnt on it. There's the hole in the ground where you can see where the root holes of the tree once were, where the trunk of the tree is completely disintegrated even beyond ash. That's not ash. This white powder that you're seeing around the edge, that's not ash. And the other thing is, look at the perimeter. There is a circle around this tree, right here, going all the way around the tree, where this area here, there is no green shoots sticking up. The green shoots start right out here, like there's a perfect circle around that tree where the fire was much more intense, like that tree was acting like a conductor or an antenna. Again, here you can see where the unburned branches stop right here, and that's where the green shoots start. There's no green shoots in here, in that circle surrounding the burning tree. That's another pattern that I've spotted a bunch of times. Here, there's she kind of shows you that there's black spots. The trunk of the tree is scorched all the way up, clear up, like this part right here, center screen, is like charcoaled. Yet the leaves are unburned. Here, I feel like I shouldn't even explain this anymore. It's unburned on this side, completely charcoal on that side. Fire doesn't just burn up one side to make it charcoal and leave the other side unburned, and leave the bottom part over here unburned, yet the top part all the way around is charcoal. Fire does not do that. This is absolute plasma fire. All of these dry weeds sticking out through the charcoaled ground, not just little green shoots that you can say, well, those didn't burn because they're green and they're wet. Only the dry stuff burned. No, that's dry stuff sticking out of the scorched ground. This fire works in a very mysterious and different way than what we're used to seeing. Here she's showing you that she moved her cows to some other place, so they've got something to grub.
Quero desejar que Deus abençoe.
And this was after she took you on a drive, 10 minutes down the road, showed you where her cows now are, and the final scene she shows you is more of those dried weeds sticking up out of the scorched ground. And I just barely realized the thumbnail that she used for this has the word criminoso on it. Incendio, like criminal fire, Incendio criminoso. I'll show you that in just a second, and it'll be the thumbnail that I use for this video. Look at all those unburnt weeds sticking up out of the black scorched ground. I don't read Portuguese at all. I only read limited Spanish, but como está? How did this happen? It's a criminal fire, is what I'm roughly translating. If anyone else can give me a better translation, who speaks Portuguese or Spanish better than I do, let me know what she's saying and why she thinks this is criminal.